All right. Hello. We are back for day 2 of your breath evolution experience. And I am so excited that you are here. Now we are going to start with your pen and a piece of paper, and we're going to do a little bit of writing to lock in all of the things that we learned last week and just take a moment to celebrate today. So grab your pen and your piece of paper, and I want you to write down one thing that you are celebrating right now. Doesn't matter how big or how small it is. Maybe it's simply that you got outside and went for a walk in the sunshine. Write down one thing that you have learned, confirmed, or were surprised by from last week's class. And if you didn't get a chance to watch last week's class, just write down something that you've learned in the last week. And lastly, I want you to write down one thing that you're grateful for today. I'm going to give you guys a minute to do that. And as you do that, just allow yourself to start to settle into the space here, to know that you are held in beautiful connection and community with everyone that is participating in this class. Whether you are here with us live or you are watching the replay, you are part of this community. And when you've got your things written down, so one thing you're celebrating, one thing you've learned, and one thing you're grateful for, I'd love for you to share one of those things in the comments. And if you're watching the replay, I would love for you guys to email me right now one of those things that you want to celebrate, because I want to celebrate with you. So my email address is brittany@clearwaterphysio.com. You guys can fire me an email. And you can also respond to any of the emails that have come out with breath evolution stuff, and that'll get directly to me as well. All right. So who's ready to share? Grateful that I'm not in as much pain today as yesterday. Ooh, that's so exciting. I love hearing that. Fantastic. Learning, taking some time to focus on self. Oh, so important. Grateful that the days are getting longer and nicer. Yes, especially for those of us that live in some of the northern areas of the province. I know we've got some people in here from Fort McMurray and Edmonton. Vernon has finally been getting some sunshine, which is great, not so much gray. Grateful that I have more energy to exercise. These are so fantastic. I'm so excited to hear all of these. So good. So last week you got to experience what it feels like to come back into alignment with your body and how calm and clear it allows you to feel. You learned how stress impacts your body, and that the stress and the pain and the exhaustion that you're feeling can act as your individualized roadmap back into alignment as long as you're willing to listen. So, are you ready to start listening to your body? To start identifying and acting on your individualized roadmap so that you can step back into your calm, energized, and pain-free self? If you are ready, I want you to type ready in the comments right now while I go back and read some of the other celebrations that are coming in. Celebrating start of good choices regarding healthy food and exercises. Yes, that's amazing. Grateful for friendships and relationships. Yes, me too. Connection is so important. I love it. All right, we are ready to go. Fantastic. All right. So what are we going to do today? Today, you're actually going to unearth the cause of your physical pain. Are you excited? And if you don't have any physical pain, we'll unearth the cause of your stress so that you can reclaim your body's ability to move with more ease. You're going to identify and act on your unique heart-guided path so that you can begin feeling the freedom of listening to your heart. And you'll have an opportunity to feel into if continuing through into the breath evolution community on a consistent basis is a good fit for you. Now, I know we've got some of you in here that weren't here for the first class. So for those of you I haven't met yet, my name is Brittany Niemans-Verdriet, and I am a physical therapist, intuitive coach, and energy practitioner who works out of Clearwater Physical Therapy in Vernon, BC. Now, in the first class, I shared a little bit about my journey and how I went from being in a lot of physical pain and feeling extremely stressed out and overwhelmed to finding my version, my own personal version of what it meant to be calm, energized, and pain-free. Now, what I didn't share with you is that at one of my lowest moments, I found myself sitting in a restaurant celebrating my birthday completely alone after I had invited everyone that I was close to. Now, it was in that moment that I realized how much the pain and the stress and the overwhelm was actually affecting my whole life. And I finally made a decision in that moment to change my experience, even though I had no idea what changes I was going to have to make. So I started by joining a women's empowerment group. And it was the first place that I discovered what it meant to be a part of a like-minded community and how to begin listening to my heart. It was also the beginning of my journey back into alignment, which was not one that ever made logical sense. Now, when I learned to listen to my heart, I had to acknowledge that I needed to move, not my body, but my actual physical location. I needed to move provinces. And from there, I followed each heart-guided action one step at a time toward the life that I get to live today. Married to a man that I met a week after I moved to Vernon, surrounded by an incredible support system and like-minded community. And I get to practice in a clinic that allows me to blend everything that I know into one place. It understands that when I'm in clinic working with clients that I want to do that one-on-one, and it honors my version of a schedule where I work 3 weeks on and I have a week off at the end of every month to rest my body from the physical demands of being a physical therapist. Now, I know that you might not understand what it feels like to be completely isolated from your community in the way that I did when I felt myself sitting in that restaurant by myself, but have you ever found yourself struggling to heal from a physical injury or pain in your body and wondering if you'd ever feel normal again? Or felt like life was speeding you by because the demands of your job left little time for anything else? Can you guys relate to that? If you can, fire me a yes into the comments right now. Say you understand. Absolutely, yes. Okay, we've got some yeses. Yep. Okay, so I am on a mission to support each of you and as many other people as I can to tap back into that infinite wisdom that lies within each of you. Because I know when you start listening to your heart and you start being able to move more freely, you move more freely in your body and your life. You find yourself feeling calm and making decisions with clarity. And most importantly, your life becomes more expansive, more joyful, and more fun, which I think is why we're all here, right? We want to have more fun. We want to enjoy the life that we're living. So if you are ready to start listening to your body and unearthing where your physical pain and stress is coming from, give me a yes right now and maybe do a little dance. Get yourself moving. It's fun to be dorky sometimes, right? Yeah, I see a couple of dance moves. I love it. It's also really good for your brain because when we do those types of movements, it actually helps us take in the information more. So all the times that I'm asking you to type yes or participate or move, I'm actually doing it with a purpose of making sure that your body really integrates the information that we're talking about. All right, we've got some yeses, so we are ready to go. All right, so today what we're going to do is we're going to start with that body scan meditation again, where I'm going to infuse it with quantum energy so that we can really settle into this space as a group and move into the conversation with your body with more clarity. Now, again, if you don't wish to receive the energetic support and you just want to go through the meditation, all you must do is hold an energy of no in your field. Otherwise, you just stay open with a yes in your field and you'll receive both the breath work and the energy work. Okay, so find yourself a comfortable spot to sit down, lay down, wherever is comfortable for you, and you're going to close your eyes and settle in. Okay, so I just want you to start by taking a couple of breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Allowing every inhale to fill you up with light and energy and beauty, and every exhale to release anything that you don't need, that's not serving you, that is not supportive right now in this moment. Now I want you to bring your attention up to the top of your head and start to fill your mind and your skull with your favorite color of light. I always go with like Sprite rainbow sparkles. So find your favorite color and start allowing that light to expand within your skull. And as that light expands and stretches through your body, everything is going to start softening. So you're going to feel your brain and your skull and your forehead softening and relaxing. You're going to notice your ears become relaxed and your jaw relaxes. The space between your ears seems to expand and stretch. As that light starts to stretch down into your jaw and into your neck, allowing everything to soften and relax and release. Stretching that light down over your shoulders, down to your fingertips, as every part of you becomes soft and heavy and spacious. Bringing your energy and awareness back up into the top of your throat. Allow your throat to become open and free as you stretch the light down over your heart space, around your lungs, through every muscle in your rib cage. Allow yourself to relax, to release, to soften. Stretching that space and that light down through your uterus, through your pelvis, through every part of you. Down your legs, all the way down to your feet. And with every breath, you feel yourself becoming more spacious, more relaxed, more free. And with every inhale, filling yourself up with nourishing energy. And with every exhale, releasing anything that's not yours. Unhooking, unclasping, setting down any of your to-do lists, your activities, someone else's expectations of you. Allow that to become distant from you, even if just for this moment. I want you to just gently start to move your body in whatever way feels good for you. Maybe that's stretching your neck side to side, lifting your arms up overhead, turning gently so that you can rotate your spine. Just allow yourself to move your body. What you can know here is that with each movement, with each intuitive guided spaciousness that you're allowing yourself to do, you're allowing your body to release, to relax, and to settle into your version of alignment. It's also going to help let go of anything sticky that just doesn't seem to want to go through the meditation. So gently keep moving that body, flowing in whatever directions feel good. And when you're ready, bring yourself back into this space and allow yourself to find your pen and your paper. And we're going to start having a conversation with your body. Okay, so just give me a yes or a ready in the comments if you're ready to move forward into this conversation. Okay. Ready? Yes, good to go. All right. So the first question I want you to ask your body, and these questions you're going to allow yourself to trust the first answer that floats through your mind. This is the place where you get to listen to you and only you. So, what area in your body are you currently not listening to? You can ask your body to light up the area that needs your attention. And then once you've written that space down, I want you to take a deep breath into that part of your body. Bring awareness down into that area. Now, if you don't have any physical pain in your body, simply ask your body to light up in the area that will support you in this process today. And just pay attention to what area falls into your mind. So breathing into that space, ask that part of your body if there are any emotions being held in that part of you. If the answer is yes, I want you to take a moment and write down what emotions are being held there. And when you're ready, I'd love to hear in the comments what emotions are surfacing. Or if there wasn't any emotions, let me know that too. Got some anger. Okay. Am I ready to get moving more? So maybe some fear. Okay. stress and anxiety. Okay, these are all beautiful. Take a moment to thank your body for providing you this information. What we're going to do now is we're going to help your body to release those emotions. So I want you to bring your attention into those emotions. And I am going to support you with some energy work. And you can allow your body to release these emotions in a very simple and easy way. And you can do this anytime something comes up. So you're going to imagine one of two things. One, you can imagine that there is a magnet on the ceiling above you that is going to attract and pull out of you all of the emotions, the stress, the anxiety, the anger, the fear, pulling it up and attracting it into the ceiling. Or you can imagine that your body is starting to boil like a pot of water. And as that pot begins to boil, every bubble pop is a release of the specific emotion that you're feeling in that part of your body today. So take a moment to breathe into that part of your body and start to release the emotion that came up for you today. Imagine it slowly and surely releasing itself from your body, whatever part of your body that it's hiding in. You can feel that magnet pulling all of the stress, all of the anxiety out of your body. Exhaling all of that remains out of your body, all of the anger, all of the stress out of that part of you. Good. Now tap back into that part of you and ask that part of your body if there are any beliefs that you're currently holding on to that are stuck there. And if so, what beliefs are you feeling? For example, one of you stated that you were wondering if you were ready to get moving. That is a belief. So what beliefs do you have about the pain and stress in your body right now? Start writing those down. And it's okay if only one belief comes forward or 10 beliefs come forward. All things are perfect and beautiful here. It's exactly what your body needs to bring forward today. And if you're finding it difficult at all to identify your beliefs, I want you to know that this is a process that I dive deeper into inside the breath evolution community when we're together on a more consistent basis. What I want you to do as you're writing your beliefs down is I would like for you to read them to yourself out loud. Now you're all muted, so nobody's going to hear your belief. I just want you to say it out loud and notice how your body responds to that belief. And as you release it, I want you to take a nice deep breath into the spaces that start to maybe feel irritated, or perhaps there's the pain in your body that is coming forward as you speak about the belief that you have. And if you'd like to share some of the beliefs that are coming forward, I would love for you to share them into the comments. So in the beginning of my journey, when I was in a lot of pain, I was working with clients, 20 to 25 clients a day, which was a lot for me. I now work somewhere with between 6 and 8 people a day, and it's perfect for me. When I was working with those people, my hands got to the point where they felt like I was 90 years old, struggling with arthritis and aches and pains, and they cramped all the time. The belief that I had was that I would have to retire from the job that I enjoyed by the time I was 30. Because I couldn't see the way around the way physio was at the time that I graduated. So what belief do you hold in your body? What belief is happening for you right now about your pain or your stress? Maybe it will not get better because I have a sedentary job. Okay, so take a breath into that. Allow yourself to feel it, to acknowledge it, and to know that it's okay to have that thought. And that perhaps you just haven't found the way to create movement in your day yet. But that it is possible to redesign how you move, participate, and be at work so that you don't always have this pain. And yet right now, it's okay that you're feeling that way. Allow your body to simply acknowledge that. Okay, yes, I can move more. Physical movement is good. Just get doing it, even if indoors and working from home. Play and move about. I love that. So some beliefs after we've released the emotions is that now it's good. Like you can step into that, which is wonderful. Getting into play. I love play. And we're going to get into a little bit of that next week in terms of ways that you can move forward to start embodying what it feels like to nourish your body and really allow yourself to start stepping into that calm, energized, and pain-free life. That's everything we're going to be doing next week. So it's perfect. Amazing. So if you've got other beliefs, I want you to keep reading through them, allowing yourself to acknowledge them, and just allow that body to start releasing any of the emotions that come up with that experience. And if you find yourself yawning or needing to move your body, or if a burp tends to creep out, know that that is your body releasing energy and moving energy and allowing you to step into more clarity and spaciousness from your pain so that you can start to listen more clearly to what actions will support you moving forward. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next step of this conversation with your body, but I want you to know that you can come back to these emotional releases and belief patterns anytime, and to release them one at a time whenever they come up. Because this is a practice. This is not something we do perfectly and magically everything disappears. We practice and we step forward and we step up and we change our experience, and then we dive deeper into that experience so that things still become more expansive. I have been practicing this work for probably 6 years now on a consistent basis, and I still find things that I need to release, or edges that I come up against where I go, ooh, haven't worked on that in a while. So I need to tap back in and get clear about what's going on. So it's wonderful and normal to just keep growing and expanding. And something that I've learned is that we're not really out to find an end point in life. Life is really about the journey. And I want you to be able to enjoy the journey as much as possible. And that's what these practices are really about. It's about helping you, supporting you to really enjoy the life that you have and the journey that you are walking, and to allow you to do it in a way that is in alignment for you and your body. So, next question, I want you to tap back into that area of your body that lit up today that wanted some attention. Because now we've created space from the emotions and the beliefs and the things that were coming up and the pain. And I want you to just breathe into that spaciousness for a moment. And ask that part of you, what step or action will support you to come back into alignment, to move forward into a life that feels more calm, energized, and pain-free? And with that part of your body, what does that part of your body want you to do today? What is the action? And I want you to know that whatever drops into your mind is the answer. It might not make sense because you might be thinking, oh, I need to stretch more, or I need to do this. And the answer might be, you need to drink more water. So allow yourself the space to hear from that part of your body what action or step is going to most support you in creating that alignment that you're seeking. And once you've got your action down, I want you to share it in the comments. And the reason I want you to share it, and if you're watching the replay, I want you to email me what your action is because when we say it out loud, when we write it down, when we share it with another person, the beauty of being a part of a community like this is that you create accountability for yourself to make sure that you take action in a loving way for you and your body. So I'm excited to hear what your guys' actions are today. Looks like you guys are having some real good conversations with yourself today. I love it. All right, did everybody hear an action? Get out before the sun sets to chip some ice and dance well in the kitchen. I love it. So good. And it's lovely that the sun setting doesn't happen at like 3:30 in the evening or the afternoon now. And as I'm waiting for the actions to come through on the chat, you guys can start to feel into, what it felt like to have a conversation with your body today. Were you surprised by any of the answers that came through? And another thing that you can ask yourself, and I'll just add this as a question that you guys can journal later, is, hey body, what is this pain from? Where did it start? What is the reason that I'm having this experience? What is it teaching me? What is it allowing me? What am I getting out of being in this pain or having this stress? So that's a journal exercise that I would love for you to take and work with. And I'm not going to repeat the questions because I totally don't remember all of the questions that I just asked of you. Sometimes I am so in my heart space that I just set it out. So you'll be able to come back to the replay and find those questions so that you can have a more in-depth conversation with your pain. All right, some more actions. Intentionally walk on breaks and at lunch so there's less sitting. Drink more water and do something every day for movement, even if it's just a 10 to 15 minute stretch. I love it. So good. Very clear, very easy things to follow. Sending a text message. All right. So connecting with someone. This is what I mean when the image, like the actions don't have to be specific to what you think it should be or what your expectation is. This is the joy of being able to listen to your heart and follow those actions. When I realized I needed to move, the first action that I actually had to do was quit my job. And I was like, wait, quit my job before I know where I'm going or how I'm going to deal with the house that I own, where I'm living, all of those things. Quitting my job allowed all of the puzzle pieces to fall into place like that. If I hadn't have done that, I don't know what the process would have looked like, but I do know that that was the first experience I had where I followed my heart and went, all right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to quit my job. I don't have a plan, but I know that this is where I'm going. And everything fell into place. So listening to your heart can feel challenging. It can feel a little scary because we're not used to it. It can require us to be brave and courageous. And the outcome on the other side is so much freedom and flexibility. So I'm excited that you got to have a conversation with your body today. That is our time today. I can't believe it. I want to thank you guys for being here. It was so much fun hanging out with you. And if you're watching the replay, I'm excited that you got to have this conversation with your body as well. Fire me an email and let me know how it went. Now, next week, we're going to go into our last free experience and you're going to dive deeper into what it means to nourish your body. I'm going to provide you with some ways that you can really step into nourishing your body and embodying that calm, energized, and pain-free life that this whole experience is all about. Now, for those of you who have been enjoying the guided support and you want to know a little bit more about the Breath Evolution community, I'm going to do that right now so that you have an idea of what we're going to move into starting in March. So the Breath Evolution community is a virtual gathering of like-minded individuals, same kind of experience that we have been doing right now. And it's really a space where you can consistently spend time tapping into that inner wisdom in your heart so that you can remember one step at a time how to become the calm, energized, and pain-free version of yourself. And when you become part of the Breath Evolution community, there's a few things that you're going to receive. So what you're going to receive is 3 group sessions a month via Zoom, like we've been doing here, which are 45 minutes each. In those 45 minutes, you're going to be guided through meditations, breath work, energetic clearing processes, all so that you can stay centered and clear in all of the decisions that you're making. They're going to be recorded, so if you can't make them live, not to worry, replays will be sent to you. You're going to receive access to an online library of meditations, energetic resets, and made for you journal exercises that are going to support you to sleep better and feel more energized so that you get to participate in your life with joy and fun and enthusiasm. I'm also going to create and give you access to a private Facebook group for asking questions and creating connections with other like-minded individuals that are part of the community. And the reason I do this is because others often hold the key to our expansion and our breakthroughs. And I think it's important that you have other people to connect with. There'll also be opportunities to connect with me for one-on-one individualized coaching sessions at a discounted rate so that you can get eyes on your specific concerns and your physical pains and your stress that might be holding you back from living that calm, energized, and pain-free life. Now, to become part of the Breath Evolution community, you can do that in one of 2 ways. So the first way is that you can join the community on a month-to-month basis at $150 a month plus GST. Or you can join by enrolling in a 6-month membership at $120 per month plus GST. Now, when you join on a 6-month membership, you're really going to allow yourself to settle into the container, to know that you are being held. And it gives you space and time to relax into the process of achieving your calm, energized, and pain-free life. Because it's a practice to stay in alignment with who you are. And I know from both personal and professional experience that doing it in a community like this is a lot of the time easier and more simplistic because we have someone who is on the same type of journey we are to bounce ideas off of, to hold us when we're having a bad moment and we can't see our way out of it. It really allows you that time to start understanding what it feels like to follow your heart and really listen to the best way for you to move forward. And it truly does become easier to take those heart-guided actions when you're provided with regular support and surrounded by like-minded people. It was one of the things that changed my journey and made it easier for me to get where I am today. Now, as an added bonus for those of you that decide to continue on into the community and you sign up for the 6-month membership to the Breath Evolution community, you're going to receive 1 complimentary inner alignment session with me that's valued at $170. So if you're ready and you want to join the Breath Evolution community, you can do that by calling the clinic at 250-545-0599 to get yourself registered. Now, when you call, I just ask that you specify to our receptionist whether you want to enroll in a month-to-month basis for the $150 per month plus GST, or enroll in the 6-month membership for the Breath Evolution community at $120 per month plus GST. And again, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me directly. You can call the clinic at 250-545-0599, or you can email me at Brittany@clearwaterphysio.com. And Brittany is Brittany. So that brings us to the end of our session for today. I am so excited to see all of you again next week. In our final free experience of Breath Evolution, I am going to share with you 10 ways that are magical and simple and easy that you can start nourishing your body with right now and get yourself stepping yourself back into that calm, energized, and pain-free self that brought you here. Thank you so much for being here. It's been such a pleasure.